Today we explore some English vocabulary words from Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, focusing on terms common to native speakers but challenging for learners. First, we will explore a selection of terms and their meanings. Hallow, to make holy or sacred, to honor as holy. Deathly, resembling death or related to death, fatal. Skive, to avoid work or a duty by staying away or leaving early. Smarmy, excessively or unpleasantly flattering, fawning. Snog, to kiss passionately. Spare going, spare, to be extremely anxious, agitated, or angry. Spotted dick A, traditional British steamed pudding containing dried fruit. Starkers, completely naked. Geroff, a colloquial contraction of get off, meaning to release or leave someone alone. Get an unpleasant or contemptible person. Blimey, an exclamation of surprise or alarm. Bloody, used to express anger, annoyance, or as an intensifier. Blooming, a milder intensifier, similar to bloody. Barmy, mad, foolish, or eccentric. Barnet, hair, especially on the head. Dodged a bludger, narrowly avoided a disaster or negative consequence. Has Kneazle got your tongue? Why are you so quiet? Similar to cat got your tongue? I could eat a hippogriff, I am extremely hungry. All wands at the ready, prepared and ready for action or work. Eat slugs, a phrase of disgust, implying someone should eat something repulsive. Mudblood, a derogatory term for a witch or wizard born to non-magical parents. Squib, a person born into a magical family but without magical abilities. Do a crouch to betray? One's family or principles for the sake of following rules or perceived justice. Concoct, to make a dish or meal. By combining various ingredients to create or devise a story or plan. Baffling, impossible to understand, perplexing. Bemused, puzzled, confused, or bewildered. Belligerent, hostile, and aggressive. Besieged, to surround a place with armed forces. In order to capture it or force its surrender, to overwhelm with requests or difficulties. Bellow, to emit a deep, loud roar, typically in pain or anger. Bewildered, to cause someone to become perplexed and confused. Blight, a plant disease, especially one caused by fungi. Something that spoils or damages something. Blurt, to utter suddenly or impulsively. Bolster, to support or strengthen, to prop up. Brandish, to wave or flourish. Something, especially a weapon, as a threat or in anger or excitement. Brittle, hard but liable to break easily. Brusque, abrupt or offhand in speech or manner. Cackle, to laugh in a loud, harsh way. Cajole, to persuade someone to do something by sustained coaxing or flattery. Callous, showing or having an insensitive and cruel disregard for others. Capricious, given to sudden and unaccountable changes of mood or behavior. Carouse, to enjoy oneself with others in a lively and noisy way, especially with drink. Chastise, to reprimand severely. Chivalrous, of a knightly or heroic nature, courteous and gallant. Clamber, to climb, move, or get in or out of something in an awkward and laborious way, typically using both hands and feet. Clandestine, kept secret or done secretively, especially because illicit. Coerce, to persuade an unwilling person to do something by using force or threats. Commiserate, to express or feel sympathy or pity, sympathize. Confound, to cause surprise or confusion in someone, especially by acting against their expectations. Congeal, to solidify or thicken, especially by cooling or freezing. Connive, to conspire to do something considered immoral, illegal, or harmful. Consign, to deliver something to a person's keeping. Contempt, the feeling that a person or a thing is beneath consideration, worth deserving scorn, contingent, dependent on or conditioned by something else. Convoluted, extremely complex and difficult to follow. Coward, to crouch down in fear. Craven, lacking in courage, cowardly. Dawdle, to waste time, to be slow. Deleterious, causing harm or damage. Deluge, a severe flood, an overwhelming amount of something. Denounce, to publicly declare to be wrong or evil. Deprecate, to express disapproval of. Derelict, in a very poor condition as a result of disuse and neglect. Desecrate, to treat a sacred place or a thing with violent disrespect to damage. Despondent, in low spirits from loss of hope or courage. Detritus, waste or debris of any kind. Devolve, to transfer or delegate power to a lower level. Dither, to be indecisive. Dogged, having or showing tenacity and grim persistence. Domicile, the place where one lives a home. Douse, to pour liquid over drench. Drab, lacking brightness or interest, dingy. Drag, the remnants of a liquid left in a container, together with any sediment. Dubious, hesitating or doubting, not to be relied upon. Duplicitus, deceitful. Eerie, strange and frightening. Effervescent, bubbly, lively and enthusiastic. Elicit, to evoke or draw out a response, answer, or fact from someone. Elusive, difficult to find, catch, or achieve. Emaciated, abnormally thin or weak, especially because of illness or lack of food. Embellished, to make something more attractive, by the addition of decorative details or features. Emphatic, expressing something forcibly and clearly. Encompass, to surround and have or hold within. Endear, to cause to be loved or liked. Enmity, the state or feeling of being actively opposed or hostile to someone or something. Ennui, a feeling of listlessness and dissatisfaction, arising from a lack of occupation or excitement. Envisage, to conceive of as a possibility or a desirable future event. Ephemeral, lasting for a very short time. Equivocate, to use ambiguous language so as to conceal the truth or avoid committing oneself. Erratic, not regular in pattern or movement, unpredictable. Eschew, to deliberately avoid using, abstain from. Ethereal, extremely delicate and light in a way that seems too perfect for this world. Evoke, to bring or recall to the conscious mind. Exasperate, to irritate, intensely infuriate. Exorbitant, of a price or amount charged unreasonably high. Expatriate, a person who lives outside their native country. Expedient, of an action convenient and practical, although possibly improper or immoral. Extol, to praise enthusiastically. Fabricate, to invent or concoct something, typically with deceitful intent. Fathom, to understand a difficult problem, or an enigmatic person after much thought. Feasible, possible to do easily or conveniently. Feral, in a wild state, especially after escape from captivity or domestication. Fervent, having or displaying a passionate intensity. Fickle, changing frequently, especially as regards one's loyalties, interests, or affection. Fidget, to make small movements, especially of the hands and feet, through nervousness or impatience. Filch, to pilfer or steal something, especially something of small value in a casual way. Flaunt, to display something ostentatiously, especially in order to provoke envy or admiration. Flimsy, light, thin and insubstantial, easily damaged. Flounder, to struggle or stagger clumsily in mud, or water, to struggle mentally, show great confusion. Foil, to prevent something considered wrong or undesirable from succeeding. Forlorn, pitifully sad and abandoned or lonely. Furtive, attempting to avoid notice or attention, typically because of guilt or a belief that discovery would lead to trouble. Secretive. Gadget, a small mechanical or electronic device or tool, especially an ingenious or novel one. Gambit, a maneuver or ploy, especially one used at an early stage, in order to gain an advantage. Garner, to gather or collect something, especially in from approval. Garnish, to decorate or embellish something, especially food. Gaunt, of a person lean and haggard, especially because of suffering, hunger, or age. Genial, friendly, and cheerful. Glimmer, a faint or wavering light, a faint indication of a feeling or quality. Go, to provoke or annoy someone so as to stimulate some action or reaction. Grimace, an ugly, twisted expression on a person's face, typically expressing disgust, pain, or wry amusement. Grovel, to lie or move abjectly on the ground with one's face downward. Gullible, easily persuaded to believe something credulous. Haggard-looking, exhausted, and unwell, especially from fatigue, worry, or suffering. Haphazard, lacking any obvious principle of organization. Harassed, to subject to aggressive pressure or intimidation. Harbinger, a person or thing that announces or signals the approach of another. Haughty, arrogantly superior and disdainful. Highness, of a criminal act utterly odious or wicked. Immutable, unchanging over time or unable to be changed. Impasse, a situation in which no progress is possible, especially because of deadlock. impeccable in accordance with the highest standards of propriety, faultless. Impertinent, not showing proper respect, rude. Impervious, not allowing fluid to pass through, unable to be affected by. Impetuous, acting or done quickly and without thought or care. Implore, to beg someone earnestly or desperately to do something. Impromptu, done without being planned, organized, or rehearsed. Impute, to attribute something discreditable to someone. Inadvertent, not resulting from or achieved through deliberate planning. Incite, to encourage or stir up violent or unlawful behavior. Incognito, of a person having one's true identity concealed. Incredulous, of a person or their manner. Unwilling or unable to believe something. Indelible, of ink or a mark, making marks that cannot be removed. Indolent, wanting to avoid activity or exertion. Lazy. Ineffectual, not producing any or the desired effect. Inept, having or showing no skill. Clumsy. Inevitable, certain to happen, unavoidable. Infamous, well known for some bad quality or deed. Infer, to deduce or conclude information from evidence and reasoning, rather than from explicit statements.